everyone, it's me, Ash, dressed like a ready, steady cook competitor, and here with a fresh hot batch of horror content for your audio-visual pleasure. Oh, you're welcome. Now, this is particularly exciting, as for all of the horror comics that exist out there in the world, we have got barely any good movies to show for it. While space raccoons and talking rocks get their features on planets far, far away, the homely horrors of vampires and monstrous creations are only just getting the serious movies they deserve. And Big Kevin Feige has finally dropped the announcement that we all needed. For any that have been longing for a little taste of something scary in with your standard Marvel superhero fare, you're in luck, as the MCU is about to get a whole lot darker with the return of the OG badass himself, Blade. After years of Wesley Snipes campaigning for a return of the Daywalker to Marvel films after Marvel Studios picked up the rights to the character, we are finally getting a Blade project in the MCU. But sadly for Snipes, he isn't the one that's going to be playing the title character this time around. Though there is no date set and no concrete confirmation on whether it's a movie or a TV show for now, Kevin Feige used his Steve Jobs-like "oh, and one more thing" slot at the end of the company's San Diego Comic-Con panel to introduce Mahershala Ali onto the stage. He's set to take over Snipes' swords as the new MCU Blade, which is about the most exciting bit of casting news of the entire weekend. Rather wonderfully, the Luke Cage star who played Cottonmouth in the Netflix show, which is somewhat confusing for the canon, but never mind, came out and donned a Blade cap as the crowd went wild, and we then got a reveal of the logo. Oh, it was all very exciting. But that is not all of the spooky stuff we're getting when it comes to the Marvel movie universe, since Kev is also treating us to Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Yes, that sounds a lot like an old B-movie science fiction ripoff, but it will be an actual real-life horror movie, functioning as the setup for the WandaVision Disney Plus series, as Scarlet Witch will be making an appearance as well. The film, which will see the return of Scott Derrickson and Benedict Cumberbatch, has been confirmed to be the first scary MCU film, with Derrickson also revealing that comics character Nightmare will appear as the villain. We can expect some Freddy Krueger vibes since he's the ruler of a hellish dream dimension and long-standing foe of Doctor Strange in the comic book world. And whilst all of this is fantastic, of course, Scott Derrickson venturing back into the world of horror is just an exciting prospect in general. With a bunch of blockbuster classics like Sinister, The Exorcism of Emily Rose, and Deliver Us from Evil littered through his filmography, we can be sure that his scary take on the world of interdimensional magicians and dreamscapes will be as terrifying as possible. Finally, if all of that MCU goodness wasn't quite enough for you, there is also one more exciting tidbit revealed at San Diego Comic-Con that will get your blood pumping. Almost exactly a year ago, it was announced that a TV adaptation of the Stephen King horror anthology Creepshow was in the works, with legendary makeup effects artist and director Greg Nicotero set to executive produce the streaming platform Shudder. And at Comic-Con, Shudder dropped the first trailer for the series, whilst also confirming that fans of the cult classic horror comedy won't have long to wait, as the show will debut on September 26th. Ooh! The trailer itself boasts a charmingly low-budget style that feels entirely consistent with the cheap thrills of the original George A. Romero-directed film, and should be a snug fit for the niche horror streaming service. Creepshow's 6 episodes will adapt many of Stephen King's existing short stories, whilst the iconic author has also contributed a brand new story as well, which is pretty exciting. Given that Creepshow's movie sequels ultimately failed to live up to the terrific original, fingers are crossed that this new take might finally restore the property's good name. And with all of this horror content firmly on the way now, let's just hope they have the balls to go back to Kevin Feige and get Marvel Zombies announced at long bloody last. But yes, there you have it. All of the recent horror goodness you can inject straight into your veins, though it is probably not recommended. So let me know what you think about these announcements down in the comments section below. And as always, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and sacrifice your firstborn child to the overlords of war culture. Thanks for watching.